Korean dramas are usually one season, 16 to 20 one-hour episodes, and can be about anything. Prison life? You got it. Jumping between worlds? Yeah. Murder mystery? Sure. They're almost always about two characters who fall in love. 16 detailed hours of character development and teams of writers trying to find new and exciting ways to make you cry? If this is up your alley, you're in for a treat. Here are my Korean drama recommendations in no particular order for someone who has no idea where to start. Up first is Descendants of the Sun. If you've never watched a Korean drama before, I think this is a great place to start. I wouldn't call it generic, but it's definitely very tame plot-wise. But it's the best of its kind and could beat stories with crazier plots any day. 2016's Descendants of the Sun is about Yoo Si-jin, a special forces officer, and Kang Mo-yeon, a doctor. The two meet and hit it off, but ultimately decide that their paths are too different for them to date. They go on their separate ways, and some time passes, but they unexpectedly meet again when she is assigned to be part of a medical team in Urk, where he is a peacekeeper. This drama has a great soundtrack, great acting, and the chemistry between the actors are unreal. In fact, the two were so in love that they eventually started dating and even got married after the drama ended. Unfortunately, they got a divorce in 2019, but don't let that stop you from enjoying this excellent show. This is my mom's favorite drama, along with probably half of Korea. If you feel like you need easing into the Korean drama world, this is what you should watch. But if you're like, nah, I don't need easing, give me something that takes some kind of brain power, here's W2 Worlds. 2016's W2 Worlds is about Oh Yeon-ju, a doctor who somehow gets pulled into a graphic novel called W. W is written by her father and is about Kang Chul, an Olympic-level pistol shooter who is framed for murdering his family. The webtoon follows the life of Kang Chul and his pursuit to find who really killed his family. Meanwhile, back in the real world, one day the author goes missing. While trying to look for her father, Oh Yeon-ju somehow gets pulled into the webtoon and has to figure out why and how she ended up in this world, as well as how to leave. This show is so entertaining and does a great job at pulling you into both worlds and caring about each of its characters. As you can probably tell, this show is a little more complicated premise-wise, but it explains itself well and is excellently written. If you're a weeb who's ever fantasized about meeting your favorite character, you will love this show. Number 3 is Pinocchio. 2014's Pinocchio is about Talpo and Inha, and the drama follows them from when they graduate high school to their journey to become reporters. However, they have very different reasons as to why they want to become reporters. Ina's mom is a very successful reporter and left her family to pursue her career, so Ina wants to become a reporter to get closer to her mother, but she also has a rare condition called Pinocchio syndrome that causes her to hiccup whenever she lies. In the field of reporting, is that good or bad? You will see. On the other hand, Talpo's whole life was ruined in his childhood due to a harmful way a case about his family was angled. However, he unexpectedly also decides to become a reporter with Ina. Why? Because of love? No. You will also see. This drama really twists and turns in ways that are completely unexpected. The beginning of this drama is totally different from how it ends. It's very melodramatic and emotional, in the best sense, at times, but not in a way that's cheesy or cringy. Another reason is to watch this guy transform into this guy. Number 4, 2014's It's Okay, That's Love. It's Okay, That's Love is S tier. It's about a best-selling celebrity author and a psychiatrist. Their personalities clash a lot, but they end up becoming housemates. However, as strong as they seem to their patients and to the public, they both have dealt with a lot in their past that needs healing. This drama talks about mental illness, healing, and relationships in a sensitive and respectful way, while presenting a very entertaining story with complex characters and many plot twists. It's the only drama I've called a masterpiece so far, and I 10 out of 10 recommend. If you end up watching this, I recommend that you don't look up anything about it because there is a huge twist that would really suck if you accidentally spoiled it for yourself. Number 5, Good Doctor. 2013's Good Doctor is about a man who wants to become a pediatric surgeon who is also autistic and has Savant syndrome. You might recognize the title because ABC has a great adaptation of it that has just wrapped up their 3rd season and has been renewed for a 4th. This drama is truly amazing and inspirational, with great acting and makes you absolutely root for the main character to make his dreams a reality as he overcomes different hardships. The show grapples with difficult concepts such as, should you do what you're good at or should you follow your dreams? Can't you already tell that you're gonna love this? It's already been 7 years since the show aired, but it still holds up. These next 3 recommendations are all by the same writer and director, Lee Woo-jung and Shin Won-ho, the Dream Team. They currently have 5 beautiful dramas. These all have a similar format but wildly different premises. At the heart of these dramas, they're all about friendship and the types of relationships you have with your community. First, there's the Reply series, which are all about a group of friends who are born in the year of the title, either 97, 1994, or 1988. All 3 shows are totally separate. They aren't sequels to each other at all. All the replies are about a close group of friends who are in school, and the audience, you and me, tries to figure out which 2 people in the group end up marrying each other. Each series is always hilarious and full of heart-wrenching moments. Out of the 3, I would recommend Reply 1988 because it's more accessible to general audiences. Reply 1997 has a huge plot surrounding old K-pop groups, which you don't actually need that much knowledge about, but still, and I just consider Reply 1994 the weakest out of the 3. Don't fight me, please. 1988 has an amazing cast that shows the hilarious and close friendships of the neighborhood squad, the squad's parents, and so much more. Hospital Playlist and Prison Playbook are connected the same way the Reply series are also connected. The 2 have nothing to do with each other, but they follow a similar format where the audience explores the life of someone unexpected. Prison Playbook is the most different of the 3. 2017's Prison Playbook follows a baseball player who receives a year's prison sentence after assaulting a man who tried to assault his sister. The audience, as well as the main character, meets all kinds of people and finds out their life stories while trying to adjust to life in prison. Hospital Playlist came out this year in 2020 and is about 5 friends who are all doctors at the same hospital. Each of the characters have very different personalities that make them unique as a friend and also to the department that they're working at. This drama is quite low-key and there's no crazy over-the-top scenes or fighting action. Instead, it's a very detailed story on a set of characters and their daily lives working at a hospital. This drama is great. It shows the life of people who are quite settled into their lives and takes the time to address and bring up different difficulties that we don't often think about. I know the word Korean dramas and romance are basically synonymous, but these 2 dramas are the least centered about that. The show dedicates itself more to the relationships between each other and their everyday lives rather than focusing on couples. If you're looking for something to watch that doesn't focus on romance, these 2 would be great for you. If you want something with more intensity and drama, I would go for Prison Playbook. If you want something more low-key and slice of life, I would recommend Hospital Playlist, which is, fun fact, getting a season 2. Number 9. 2016's Goblin is about a military general who has been cursed to live forever due to his war crimes. He cannot die until a sword that is impaling him is removed. This sword can only be seen by the Goblin's bride, and thousands of years pass without her showing up until one day he is accidentally summoned by this bubbly high school girl. This drama, in my opinion, has one of the most amazing soundtracks ever and had a huge following while it was airing. 2020's Itaewon Class starts when Park Se-yeori, the main character, is a high school student. He has a very strong moral compass and will not hesitate to do the right thing no matter what the consequences. However, because of his refusal to back down against a bully with a lot of power, he loses everything he has. As Park Se-yeori vows to rise above the people who took everything from him, he meets people who will try to help him achieve his dream. This show has inspired some of the funniest parodies I've ever seen. Last but not least, 2019's Crash Landing on You is about a very successful businesswoman who accidentally paraglides from South Korea into North Korea. There, with the help of the captain of the North Korean Special Police Force, they try to find a way to get her back to South Korea in a way that won't get the both of them killed. This drama pulls you in from the first episode in a high-intensity journey of whether they will be able to pull this off. Son Ye-jin, the actress who plays the female lead, crushes her part as usual. I watched this all in one day, and it just brought out all the emotions that I could possibly feel. So here are my recommendations for anyone who wants to watch a Korean drama but has no idea where to start. These can all be either watched on streaming services like Rakuten Viki or Netflix. All 11 of these were very popular when they aired, and I had a really good time watching them, and what more can you ask from a show? I hope this helps you choose your first Korean drama, form your own opinions on it, and let me know what you think.